Coach, we're just a stone's throw from the Delaware River. We've got some water to contend with ourselves. A steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the Philadelphia Eagles. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Geis, his first carry of the game. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Looking to throw, Haskins. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He hits his running back, Crosize. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Let's go, baby.
A gain of 32 that time. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. They go play action now. Haskins, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Getting into the act on the opening drive here with a sack. And remember, they had 5 last week.
And they saw that on film, and that meant that they had to get together. Offensive coordinator, quarterbacks coach, offensive line coach, receivers coach, and say, how do we beat this pressure? Because everyone has to win against the defense and get the ball in the hands of the quarterback great.
And he's going to go down again. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
It'll continue to be interesting in these wet conditions how these kickers fare, but first test, passed.
And how about how the special teams unit handled that? A lot of concentration to make sure the ball didn't slip through his fingers. After the snap, got it down and let him pop it through the posts.
This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Set, 20! 2 times, 2 times! 3 down, 3 down! Hey, check, check! 3 down, 3 down! 90 is a mic! Get ready, get ready, get ready! 90 is a mic!
40, 82, 40! 2 jet, 2 jet! Hey, Charlie!
Now wins. Looking for Ertz, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Oh, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover,
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Haskins. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. And Jeffrey's got it.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. John Ross, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On first down, it's Haskins. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Haskins on first down. Complete. Richardson has it. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Now Haskins toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and it's third down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack. Now, before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going.
Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
After one, a 14-3 ball game.
Sunday.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. 87 yards. Wentz now on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now Wentz. And it's caught. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. On third down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Third down, here's Haskins. He's going to let this one go deep. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
An attempt at a deep ball there, they didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Redskins scoop it. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're right back out there after watching the fumble go the other way. Still in control of this game, but that needs to serve as a wake-up call because they're not in the clear yet.
No, the message should be clear that fortunes can change pretty quickly when you turn the ball over. You've got to take care of it, otherwise that lead could slip away quickly.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Check.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Going deep downfield for Ross. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Watch out. Other side, solid. This side, 7. Hey, Foxtrot.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And that's complete to Jeffrey. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 32 on the play.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Sunday.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Sanders. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon, so that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips, and this one winds up getting intercepted.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. on the ground. It's Geis. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line.
Here we go.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that.
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Pickup of 3 brings up 2nd and 7 at the 10-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
3rd and 9.
180.
Right there, 56. Push him back. Push him back.
37. 37.
To throw is Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Wentz now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here.
Watch the
Working from the gun, Wentz. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
46 down, man, 5-4.
Throwing is Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And that one goes out of bounds, and let's see here. They're going to walk this back to the 40-yard line.
Here we go. Hey, keep going.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
At 58's the mic. Go 58's the mic. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
Let's go. Let's do this.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3-and-out. Here's Wentz to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 47. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. C.J. Prosise, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
58 to Mike, 58. Let's go.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins able to find his running back, Geis. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one. And that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Steps away to his left. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Alshon Jeffrey hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Bryant's extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Geis. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down. Here's Tressway now. He's been terrific so far. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. He's going to have the first down past the 20 and all the way up to the 21-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Wentz on target there to Jeffrey, and they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. They'll go again with Sanders, and he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. They'll run. It's Sanders. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
This pass complete, Wentz to Ertz. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll run with Sanders. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Another run here with Sanders, and he'll get it down here to the 43. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
On first down, Wentz. Buying time to his left. He'll hit Jackson, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. On first down, Sanders. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter...
Got a man open, it's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
As far as tight ends go, if you get 3 or 4 touchdowns in the season, that's usually counted as a pretty good year.
And CD, he just hit double digits. That's 10 touchdowns for him now.
Yeah, and that's something you really have to applaud. That's elite level production.
And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Haskins now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. That'll bring up 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
He can't hang. He's not going to get it. 58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
2nd and 10 now. Haskins. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. That's going to be caught by Richardson. They just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. Haskins now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. You're not ready. 58 to Mike, 58. Yeah. Let's go. 58, boys, 58.
Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. He's got his running back, Darius Geis. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Throwing again, here's Haskins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 32. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him, let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long.
74.
Wentz now to throw, and that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Eagles on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 14.
Mike's 56.
Go.
56.
Wentz. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And that's caught inside the 35. Yeah, he's he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A first down and then some, 36 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now Sanders, and he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
To throw, it's Wentz. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. They'll try to run with Sanders. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Let's see what you got.
Once again with Sanders. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. Miles Sanders with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Here's Bryant for the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Eagles 42, Redskins 18. Matt Bryant set to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Haskins on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield,
and this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Terry McLaurin hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins are able to close the gap just a bit. Now the Redskin offense will stay out there and go for 2.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Again, it's Haskins. To to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll run on first down. It's Sanders. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Throwing on second down, Wentz. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
35's the mic. You don't want none, baby.
Now Wentz on third down. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
This is taken at the 23. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to..."
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Sidney Jones. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now a carry for Sanders. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
35 to Mike. Here we go, D. All day. All day.
Protein spill.
No. Check 26. Check 26. Slam.
Got a man open. It's Ross. Touchdown, Philadelphia. John Ross with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards. On first down, it's Haskins. Complete. Richardson has it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Haskins looking to throw on first down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
No. Any weapon.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. He gets it in the hands of Geis. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Philadelphia, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1.